Hey everyone, welcome to Logan's Mosh Pit. Glad to have you here. Do me a favor and please subscribe if you haven't already. Also consider joining my Patreon page for some cool perks. I'll leave a link in the description. Today we'll do another episode of Behind the Name. During each episode of Behind the Name, I will tell you how a certain band came up with their own unique name. This time I will solve the mystery. How did Deep Purple decide on their name? First, I'll describe some general info related to Deep Purple. Then, I'll share their origin story with you. Let's get started. Deep Purple was established in 1968. The initial lineup, which fans frequently refer to as Mark I, consisted of vocalist Rod Evans, guitarist Ritchie Blackmore, keyboardist John Lord, bassist Nick Semper, and drummer Ian Pace, respectively. However, this lineup didn't last long, and the band would undergo numerous rearrangements throughout its lifespan. Trying to keep up is extremely exhausting. I like the classic Mark II lineup the most, so I used it for the thumbnail. Anyway, Deep Purple's 1968 debut album was called Shades of Deep Purple, and since then they've cranked out a staggering 21 other albums, the most recent being Turning to Crime in 2021. 7 items from their discography have been certified gold, and 4 have been certified platinum. The total amount of albums sold by Deep Purple has been estimated to be over 100 million, which is a top-tier stat. Several stellar songs define Deep Purple, including Burn, Child in Time, Highway Star, Perfect Strangers, and Smoke on the Water. Now let's clear up any confusion surrounding Deep Purple's identity. Early on, they went by Roundabout. According to a John Lord interview that I'll leave a link to in the description, the story goes that the group got really fed up of calling themselves Roundabout. They wanted something different. So they gathered together and swapped ideas for a new and improved name. Orpheus, Concrete God, and Sugar Lump were suggested as some potential replacements. Out of these 3, Orpheus nearly won the contest. But before it could, Ritchie Blackmore spoke up. What about Deep Purple? When the others wondered what Deep Purple meant, Ritchie replied that it was his grandmother's favorite song. He heard her play it many times. A fellow named Peter DeRose released that particular song way back in 1933. After some deliberation, everyone agreed that above all, Deep Purple deserved the distinction of becoming their permanent name from that day forward. Aw, how sweet is that? I believe that Ritchie Blackmore thought of his grandma every time a stage introduction happened. Well, now you know the heartwarming tale of how Deep Purple got their name. What other bands besides Deep Purple do you want to find out more about? Let me know in the comments. Before I go, I want to give a special shout out to my supporters on Patreon, Matt and Stacy from Canada. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Till then, rock on.